Okay, guys, we got Professor David here and Shion Kenny.
How's it going, guys?
Okay, guys, hope you can hear us. We are right now. I want to go through some stuff for you today, guys. It's important. I got asked the question of breaks. Once, how can you use what self-defense techniques, as far as a break is concerned, that you can actually use on the street? Okay. When I say breaks, I'm talking about submission, like, oh, guys, give me the Superman, please. Okay? In the street, guys, the number one lock you're going to be able to put on is what I call a Superman. What is a Superman? A Superman, I call it, you come from the triangle. You see the triangle here? Anytime someone throws a punch, give me a punch, keep it safe, just you keep your one hand like that, throw the punch. That triangle is still there. That triangle is still there, even though he threw the punch. So if you understand that that triangle is still there, you'll automatically go into an arm bar after you block the strike, because once you block that strike, you go into the triangle. And once you're in the triangle, after you change the man's focus and then you shot low, it'll put you into an automatic arm bar. Now, this is to control the man, to take him down. If you wanted to break the arm from here and not just take him down, then you would shift it to the front of your face and apply pressure all the way to the ground, and then when he's on the ground, continue this pressure, which will lead to a break. It's an interesting technique because arm bar, if you throw lefts and rights, the arm bar technique is still there, but you don't see it because you're so overwhelmed with blocking strikes that you don't see the triangle is still there. You're more concerned about the blow than you are about getting into a position to shut this down. So if you understand, you'll always be able to very quickly. Once you're in the triangle, change the focus out the arm and here. You can take your fingers and place your fingers in the man's eye. So in case some of you guys are saying, well, he'll grab your leg, grab my leg, Kenny, and he'll fight with you. Look at his head position. What he has to do in order to grab my leg. So if I stick my arm across the top, locking the arm out, digging my fingers into his eyes, Kenny, can you grab my leg? This is called a grade of pain. Now, from here, I dig in, I lock, I snap, and the man is on his way onto the ground, which now I start to add pain compliance. As far as a break is concerned, it is so damn hard to put a break on somebody if that's all you're focusing on. The easiest way to do it, so if he's striking, I shot, redirect, and from here, snap it over my arm, over my shoulder. Is it going to be guaranteed it's going to break? No. I tell you, his arm will be jacked up, but there's no guarantee of a break. And it's a very simple technique to get into. So, once again, you can take this, guys, you can take this when you're standing here, the guy who knows it. I'm not really fond of people punching and then me trying to defend myself. That's more self-defense. I like self-offense. So, if I was doing this in this case, I would slack, grab the hand, slip in over the shoulder and just crank, pull, and look the other direction and just crank my arm. Crank his arm and let it open. But then I would do that because I'm more using the mindset of tactics. I'm dealing with more than one person. So do that touch like this is his face, control the floating hand at the same time that you touch it. Boom! You control the arm. Then grab it and then come into it and snap. We have a thing that we call shoulder twist into stranglehold. You see, guys, these are techniques that you could use in the real world. This is not martial arts techniques. These are not flash. This is stuff you can use in the real world. If this man is being in Muhammad conflict and I think that he is going to strike me, I think he's going to hurt me, I'm not going to wait for that. So what I'm going to do is what we call shoulder twist into stranglehold. I'm just going to do this, and then I'm already in this position, and then I just lock him up from here, boom, take him to the ground, take him down, and it's a done deal. You want to understand realistically, if you are inside the 3-foot rule and you know you're already in harm's way, what techniques can I realistically use? So therefore, I'm not going to sit around here thinking, well, you know what? Let me let this guy punch me in the face. I'm going to block. I'm going to go into the triangle, right, like I showed you, and I'm going to put on this line. I want to be able to do that without him attacking. Without him attacking. So, put your hand on here. Watch. Same way you did this, take your hand off me, man. Come on, take your hand off me. Same way, you take your hand off me. Now I'm in the triangle. See? I'm in the triangle. I'm in position where Kenny's hand, that one has no power. So when he starts to swing that, boom, I just smack it, lock it out. That one has no power. I'm already in the triangle, guys. This hand on my neck, this hand on my neck, punch, Kenny. This hand has no power. So I got two hands. I got power off of this one. This one, I'm going to shock him in the lower side, come over, crack him in the face, lock him in into the armor, and dig my fingers into his eyes. You see? You have to know realistically what techniques you can realistically do inside the 3-foot rule. All of this stuff we're talking about, I'm going to break it here, lock it here, break it here, break it here. I'm going to break this here. I'm going to break the finger. No, you're not, guys, none of that is being done in the real world. In the dojo world, but not the real world. So therefore, when you're in the real world, I need to know real world techniques. So I understand that if someone's getting out of control, I'm not waiting at the self-offense, not self-defense. Very simple movements. You can hit somebody here and then turn their face, head controls the body into a simple takedown. Now, that movement is a simple movement where your hands go from high to low. And then when it goes low, how long do you think it's going to be that Kenny reacts from that? He's going to bounce back up from that. He's not going to stay holding his ground for 30 seconds. So you know, because of body mechanics, when I do this, the head's going to bend. So now when the head bends, bam, I got to shoot the face. I can't pull the jaw to me. I have to twist the jaw to the opposite direction, reach over, head control the body, then I can take him down. So it doesn't matter what side I'm on. It doesn't matter what side I'm on. I just got to know if it's this side, I got to move the face this way. If it's the other side, I got to move the face the other way. If it's this, now he's doing that. Look where his head is. What if Kenny dropped his head a little more? Bend a little more. Now, I don't have either one I can do. I'm not reaching over and stepping over into doing that. If he's a grappler, he's instantly going to start grappling on my legs and wrestling with me. I don't want that. So if the man bends past the halfway point, then you have to understand something as simple as that. Is strike him, grab him, push him to the ground. You see, because he's past the halfway point. Guys, in self-defense training, want to get the whole body, want to make sure you get it in. In self-defense training, it's important that you understand body mechanics. If a man is here, I'm not picking him back up so we can keep this thing going. If he's here, I'm not kneeing him in the face so he can come up and we can keep this thing going. If he's here, he has to go down. Neck hooks, push down into the ground. It's a simple technique, a simple method of understanding what you're doing, so you don't ever want to fight. The goal is not to fight. If he puts hands on you, like this, now, I don't know what hand Kenny was going to put on me, I didn't know. He puts hands on you. Once he's coming from here, guys, understand, always execute. In the street, the high-low concept. It is not good enough to do this. Take your hands off me. See, this is a natural thing that we want to do. Somebody touches you. Yo, take your hand off me, man. Don't put your hands on me. Right? But if you can do that, if you can do this, you can do this, and this at the same time, blow his kneecap out, and the man is on the ground. It's the same movement. This is it. Take your hand off me. Once his face hit, boom, the kneecap, and then now the man goes to the ground. You see, we keep it simple. There's nothing flashy about it. Because when I'm older and I'm dealing with these young boys, I'm not thinking about flash. I have to think about the time I spent with an individual. The numbers will tell you the story. I don't want to spend a lot of time with someone. So now, right now, I got nothing. Kenny's not touching him. If the cat lets you walk away, then you walk away. But that's not what it's going to be. At some point, even though we're inside the 3-foot rule, at some point, he's going to make a move to hurt you, or he's going to do something else to intimidate you. So even if he steps a little closer to my face, you see what I'm saying? He wasn't in my face, and I'm telling him what I'm telling him, and he comes and puts himself in my face. Don't ever do this. I teach my people never, ever, ever to back up, because once you back up, it sends 2 messages. Message number 1 is that you are unsure of yourself. Your confidence level is not what it needs to be. And you put yourself in position because the man can move faster forward than you can move backwards, that if he starts whirling on you, nothing you can do about it. If you feel and you're unsure and a man tries to get in your face, just circular motion. Just move it. That's it. Get in my face, Kenny, please. Yo, man, what did I do? What's wrong? Just move in the circle. Don't move back. Move in a circle. Because if we're here and I move in a circle, he's going to move in a circle. And he's going to concentrate on my face. What he's not concentrating on is the fact that I'm going to slap him on the side of his face and then take him down. And he will never see it coming, because long as we are moving in a circle, this man never sees this. He never sees it coming, and then you go right into an outside leg sweep. He doesn't see it coming. And you don't believe me? Try it. Try it. So if we're here, and I start doing this, oh, what's the problem? Look at my right hand. Look at this hand. My hand is not under his hand. It's over his hand. It slides up. Boom! As my body slides. The hand slides. The hand slides. The body and hand slides. This hand gets tucked to the inside. So it's boom! Here. Down the ground and start stomping out or disengage and pull your weapon. You cannot do that by moving backwards. I cannot, trust me, how could I, what am I doing? Judo, 2 steps back, 1 step forward? No, it's not, this is not judo where you hold on 2, 3, 4, okay, and throw. But I'm moving in a circular motion. So he's gonna do this. What's he gonna do? Stop you from moving in a circle? What's he gonna do? So it's not like, can you get it for, it's not like I do that. It's not like I run around him. He's intimidating me. He's putting fear into me. So when he's doing what he's doing, I'm like, oh, calm down, man. Calm down, dude, calm down. And he's gonna curse you, yell at you, scream at you, tell you all kind of shit. But you're not moving back. See? You don't want him to press your back to the wall. Guys, what I'm doing now is giving you some self-defense tips, real self-defense tips. Never let a man get in my face. No, whoa, back up. No, never do that, never. Yo, what's up, what? Never take a stance. Now he's gonna smack your hand down, and now it's gonna be like, you just turn a self-defense situation into a fighting situation. We don't need a fighting situation. We don't want a fighting situation. Okay? If you're sharp enough and he's coming here, your hands are here, then you can go up or you can go down, or you can go down or you can go up. Down and then up into the eyes. Or you can go up into the eyes, boom, into the groin, and then down. Understand the points of where you push the body. If he puts his hand in the dead center of your chest, never, zero, never cross your hands underneath your hand, his hand. Never cross your hand underneath his hand to push it off. Center of the chest. Never do that. Never cross and do this. That's a signal to the man. Motion causes motion. You cross, he press, he shots. He's looking at you. You cross, he press, he shots. Here, watch. There's nothing for him to react to. He cannot, if he's ready to activate that hand, he can't activate that hand, he's already hit. Kenny's already hit. Again, please, Kenny. This will activate the hand. This will activate the hand. Okay? This will never activate the hand. So you understand that this is happening in seconds, half of a second. It's going to be back, right here. Woo! Face, in the face. Move the man. Shot the leg. Take him down. Stomp him out. But never, if you see anyone telling you to do this, cross, around, break, move into motion, here, no. That is a martial arts technique. That is not a street technique. If you see somebody cross the other way and do this, and lock it up, that is a martial arts technique. That is not a street technique. Because when I did this, and down, I'm giving Kenny my front, I'm giving Kenny my back, I'm turning around and giving him my face. It is a martial arts technique. When I do this and this, I'm giving him nothing. If you go and to try to do this, to come in and break the arm, his face is watching you. Every motion causes a motion. So in order for you to get away with that, you have to, oh, now he doesn't see it. Now I'm going to go low. Boom. Now I'm going to go high. Now I'm going to press on that arm till he goes to the ground, and now I'm going to lock that arm up. At this point, you have to know, see, in martial arts schools, they never tell you the difference between a martial arts technique and a street technique. Choke, Kenny. This is a martial arts technique. That's a martial arts technique. Choke. The man is watching you. How are you going to go like this, and then attack him or whatever your technique is? Do you not think the man is watching you raise your hand to the sky, turn your elbow in, drop your elbow down? Choke again, please. Raise your hand to the sky, turn your body in, drop the elbow down so you can strike. Do you not think the man sees all of that? Teddy, do you see all of that?
I got a bird's eye view.
So it is a martial arts technique. There's too many things for the man to see, to react to, before you get it off. Are you guys understanding the concept that I'm trying to share with you? You can't just do what you want. I studied martial arts for a lot of years, and no one ever said to me, this is a martial arts technique, this is a street technique. It took me years to figure it out. Here, why raise their hand up this way or up this way when the target is right here? The target is right here, into the eyes. The target is right here, into the throat. The target is right here, right the eyes. The target is right in front of me. Double punch, fingers into the eyes, into the groin, now into the face, now pull out my weapon. Why am I going to do a bunch of movements when the target is right in front of me? Cross hand push. Once again, the man is pushing you with the crossed hand. If his arm is here, the man is telling you where to go. Are you calm enough to see it? Do you understand body mechanics? By him doing this, if I follow his line, I go right to his back. So why cross hand push? Why would I want to do this? So I can come here and go martial arts stuff now. Turn, pa, 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 pa. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that? That's martial arts stuff. If his hand is on my shoulder, boom, yeah, I'm at the back of the man. Why would I not just do that? Why is it that I'm going to try to make it more complicated for myself by doing this? And it's staying in the inside and then working a bunch of crap. Why is it not this? Attack the face, stomp on the foot, kick the shit out, drag him to the ground, and stomp him out. Why not that? If I'm making it too simple, let me know. Just put it in the comments, too damn simple. This is too easy. I need more complicated technique. Simplicity, you will remember it. Complicated, you will forget it. You need to master repetition. I have to get to my weapon. This man has his hand on my body on this way, a cross-hand way. He's not going to let me do this motion or do this motion. He's never going to allow me to do that. So I have to make sure in order to disengage, I have to move this or I have to bring my leg out, boom, underneath. Now I can disengage because I chose to break him down first, causing his body mechanics to bend over. While we're here, I'm like my hand, yo, dude, you got it. You got it. Whoa, here, grab, here, now, disengage. It's a simple thing. Let me explain something to you guys. This is a bonus technique. Extend your hand, Kenny. I can't do the technique I want to do. If a man ever grabs you, push you, hold you, and your hand is like this, and his hand is bent, do not address the hand, address the neck. There isn't a damn thing he can do to stop you. Boom, here. When you did that. Kenny, can you punch me right now?
No.
Because I noticed his arm was bent. Instead of me notice his hand was on me, I noticed his arm was bent. So I know, I stick my thumb, boom, in his eye, shoot the hand down. Once again. Because once I come from here, right here, hand shut down. Inside, boom, here, boom, face, lock. Turn it around, grab, boom, knee to the head. Drop him to the ground. He gave that to me. And there's a damn thing Kenny can do. I'm going to tell you, Kenny. I want you to block your neck. Okay? When I move, block your neck. Block your neck. Block your neck, please. Now, don't take my word for this. I want you to try it. Man has his hand cross-hand on your shoulder. Looking in your eyes, intimidate you. Block your neck, Kenny.
Guys, you gotta try that. You gotta try it.
Okay? You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, block your neck. Come on. You can't do it. So now, presented violence to him. Once I come from here, boom, my body moves. Not my hand, my whole body. Move here, move here, move here, move. Hammer. My whole body moves. And I understand there's a damn thing he could do about it. You have to know if somebody's doing nonsense like this to you, or like this to you. Bent arms. Body mechanics. Yeah, he can headbutt me from a straight. Can't headbutt me from a cross. So I understand. Straight and back. Now he can headbutt me. You got it? So now I start, whoa, my man. See, I'm protecting against the headbutt. Protected against the headbutt. Show him the palms of your hands. Start from a north and matter. If you can get your hands above his head, whoa, whoa, whoa. If you can get your hands above his head, you won, he lost. Up, down. That's it. Right on his eyes. See? Yes, yo, you got it. You got it. Down. Just smack, rake across his eyes. And then after you rake across his eyes, boom, you once again engage the floating hand. Always use a high-low method. Engage the floating hand before he can charge you and try to wrestle with you, because all you did was this. So it made his eyes like, whoa, what the hell? Put a helmet on. And let the man bam the front of the helmet, palm into the nose, his eyes are going to close. Half a second. Then you want to go to the most vulnerable part of the body. You crack the shin. No one practices working out their shins. So you went to the most vital part, bam, this, whack, into the shin. See, see, but it's effective. All you gotta do is, oh, you got it. My man, you got it. No problem. Get your hands up. What he's waiting to see is if you say, yo, what's up? And you put your fist up. If you're like this, yo, you got it. That downward motion, he's never, ever expected. He's never going to be able to stop it. It will give you enough time to pull out a gun, a knife, or anything you want to pull out. Once you went, bang! And this ain't going to beat it. That hand that he's holding on ain't going to beat it. You see? These are real techniques. These are techniques you can understand that you can use. You know how hard it is to punch a guy in his throat? It's hard to punch a guy in his throat. It is not hard to slap a guy in the face. It is very easy to slap a guy in the face because everybody's waiting for the sign that they're used to seeing, which is someone drawing back and coming forward, or using. Very few people use the jab because they don't know how to do it properly. Only jab I would use, my hand, I strike, I know how to strike. We strike every day on our heavy bags. But I would use a jab into a thumb. So if we're here, I'm going to jab with my thumb and not jab with my fist, because I'm much more effective jabbing with my thumb to get him to blink, and then from there go into whatever I want to go into to then move to take the man down, to get behind him. So I therefore understand how to break the man down to get what I need. I have no problem jabbing, not this. Anybody, I don't know if Kenny can take a jab to the face. His head will whip back and whip forward. But if I jab him in his eye, I know that's not something he practiced often. How many times do people practice getting hit in the nuts? No. How many times that people practice, can he touch my head? Right? So he's doing this to my head. Yo, take your hands off. How many times do people
They don't do that.
Practice getting hit in the nuts?
Hell no.
See? That same motion of this, boom, into the nuts. Who practices that? Who practices getting hit with that? It's the same motion. He touches the side of your face and touch your head. I'm going right into the groin. Boom! Right into my motion once again and breaking this man down. You see what the beautiful part about that is? Now I'm going to show you something. Get the yellow foam. If I'm using an edge weapon and my mindset is to understand how to break this man down, I'm going to use the same strikes I practice with a knife that on his body to break him down. So if I'm using an edge weapon and I had a little edge weapon, a little concealed edge weapon, and he was to touch me here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to ram it into his thigh. Just, guys, we all sat on a tack before. You get the hell up. What if I take this edge weapon, this little weapon, and when you did this to me, I took this and I went like this into your eye. Do you understand? That's my thumb. So you say, David, I don't know if the thumb's going to be effective. So if the thumb is not effective, then me taking a little tip of this and going like this is not effective. So how could the tip be effective but the thumb not effective? How is that possible? How is it possible? Cross hand push, Kenny. How is it possible when I did this and that little tip again into there or into the side of his body or into his thigh? How is that not effective? So I'm going the same place. So this is there, this is moving, boom. This is here, there. Now, back of the head, done. over. So you're looking at it from here. You see, everybody talking about all this crap about, and I covered it last time I did it, the wrap the arm nonsense. Okay? A person who conceals and know how to conceal, you're not wrapping nothing, because the way they're striking you is striking you in this manner, striking you in this manner, striking you in this way. Where is the opportunity to wrap the arm? When the strike is not coming from here, the strike is coming from here. No. Where is the opportunity to wrap the arm? Everyone practicing for this. But what if you don't get that? What if you don't get that? What if the guy gives you his hair, you don't see it, and you're talking, and now he's thinking to yourself, okay, motion causes motion. You're going to flex on him. You're going to come in, straight, boom, and he just comes to here. Where is the wrapping arm on that? You're coming from here. Where's the wrapping arm on that? Up, push him out of the way, and then start ice picking. Do you not understand? In the martial arts community, it's a lot of fantasy. You're not doing that. It's fantasy. Okay, I want you to give me an ice pick. The ice pick movement. No, I mean the number 5. Rapid number 5. Just keep moving in and out fast. Okay. I'm going to try to catch your hand and just pull back as fast as you can. Try to keep that hand so that people can see. Okay? It's hard for me to hold that hand on the outs because it happens too damn quick. Especially if you go blah, 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 blah. Give me the ice pick number. Go. No, the machine gun, I mean. You know, you can't. So there is no slow motion, please. This, grabbing it, taking it, locking it, breaking it. There is no taking it, holding it, wrist throw. There's none of that. When it's going blah, 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 blah. But when it's going blah, 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 blah. Watch how easy it is. If you understand motion causes motion, to shut down that. Do that again? Okay. Ready? Do it. How come you couldn't do it? Do you not understand the difference between self-offense and self-defense? If you're some guy's threatening you to stab you in your stomach, he's doing one of these numbers and threatening to stab you in your stomach. Get closer. Nobody's going to get that far behind this. Right here. The guy's looking you in your face and he's talking about he's going to stab you in your stomach. Do you understand the chances of you doing this or doing that or doing this? Do you know how hard that is compared to anytime you want to stab? You stab, don't stab. How come you ain't stabbing? See? Because when you did that, he can't stab. This happens first. Boom. Then that tries to move. See? If that is moving, now I got to shut it down from moving. It's easier for me to shut it down from moving before it moves, not after it moves. So before it moves, move, I got it. Now I shut it down. Now I'm here. Now, boom, I'm here. Now I'm here. Now I can do what I need to do. I cannot do that. I cannot do that after it starts moving. It's too long. Don't take my word for it. Try it. Try it. Have your man put headgear on and you stand there doing this and let him try to catch it and smack him in the head and let him try to just smack him on the top of the head. Ain't no great martial arts technique. 5 fingers of death. Great. Just smack him. Just smack him in the head and see if that blade is coming out. situation where someone is telling you, yo, man, hurry up, I'll stab the living shit out of you, hurry up. And you're thinking, I'm going to try to grab this blade or do some martial arts technique on this hand. You're not going to be able to do no martial arts technique in that hand. Your adrenaline is flowing. All kinds of emotions is in you. What's going through your head? Maybe you had a friend that got stabbed before. Maybe you knew somebody who got stabbed to death. Maybe you got cut or stabbed before with a knife. So you understand the pain. Or if you get it raw. Maybe you're unsure about your practice because you only put a week or two in. You only do this once a week. Do you know how hard it is, Kenny? Do you know how hard it is to disarm a knife? Why would you even practice disarming a knife? Do you know how hard it is to disarm a gun? You see, I'm not going to let you have your gun. And you point your gun. And if I had my blade, I'm going to move your gun off the line of fire and stick you right in your face. Then, now we're even. It is a mindset that you have to ask your instructor, whoever you're training with, ask them a question. If they get pissed off at you, you need to leave their school. If they get angry, you need to leave. You are the paying customer. You are the one that is paying the salary for the information. So if you ask somebody, let me tell you something. Give me a punch again. Turn. If you are learning some nonsense and you ask yourself, is that a martial arts technique or is it a street technique? And they get offended, pick your ass up and get out of his school. Because somebody should be able to tell you and break it down. Tell me why this motion into this is a street technique. Tell me, give me a backhand strike. Tell me why this is a street technique. Tell me why. Tell me why it's a street technique. Chalk, please. Tell me why this is a street technique. Tell me why. Please. Chalk, Kenny. Tell me why, when every second and every movement counts, I do this. Tell me why that is a street technique and not a martial arts technique. And not a martial arts technique. Tell me why that's a street technique. Tell me. If you got two hands wrapped around my throat, that's not the smartest guy in the world. But I'm just saying, if you got two hands on my neck, that's called two dead hands. Can you please tell me why I would attack your lower body with punches, smash, or anything? Anything. Tell me why. If I had a knife and Kenny wrapped his hand around my neck and I said, woo, damn, oh, I agree with you. Makes sense. But with my empty hand, why would I want to do that? When your hands are around my throat, your head, your eyes are available, your throat is available, your ears are available to grab, hammer fist can right there available to hit me with in the face, to hit you with in the face. So why would I go to the lower half of your body? I don't know. You tell me. Once again, you see, I'm tired of people leaving stupid comments because they get offended because I ask a question. All I'm doing is asking a question. Why would I do that first? Okay? Why would I do that first? Why would I think? Hold that knife again, please. He has a knife. No, just hold it straight on. The knife is in front of me, and his hand is here. Please tell me why. Please tell me why I would do this and come to the inside of the man, unless I couldn't go anyplace else. Please tell me why. Please tell me why I would grab and wrestle with the arm. Tell me why. Cross hand grab, please, with the knife. Same position. Okay. Tell me why, once again. Tell me why, once again, that when this blade is like this, or he's threatening to stab me in my stomach, that I'm gonna do this. Stab Kenny in the stomach? So I'm gonna do this. You see, understand body mechanics. If he put the blade in my stomach, and he put the blade towards my stomach, tell me why I would do this. The body mechanics is completely off. It would make better sense to do this with this hand. Because while he's pushing into me, this hand would allow me to pass it to the outside and then lock the muscle up. So tell me why. Tell me why I would use the other hand. But it makes it more difficult for me. I'm just asking a question. Difference between martial arts techniques and street self-defense techniques. Combatants. Isn't the purpose of combatants is to cause the man the most amount of pain in the shortest period of time? What is the goal of the martial arts? The goal of the soldier, the goal of the warrior is to defeat the opponent, break his down, break his spirit down, eliminate him, cause a maximum pain in the short period of time, and eliminate the threat. Do martial artists think like that? So you guys, it's up to you. You tell me. I want you guys, if you're interested, I'm working with 5 people at a time for edge weapons, right? One-on-one. If you're interested in working with me, I got a whole curriculum. I want to introduce it to you in 5 days, and you let me know if you want to go further. But I only have room for 10 people. So if you want to be one of the 10, guys, leave a comment behind or call me. You can go on any one of our YouTube videos. Our phone number is there. You can leave a message and contact me and call me.
Also, you can leave comments in the YouTube community, right there.
Right, YouTube now has a community. So you can leave messages in the YouTube community. I have to watch what I show you here because YouTube will block me. We have videos that we wanted to put up last week that was too violent to put up, but it was reality. It was reality what someone, an older gentleman, a 54-year-old gentleman is doing to 2 young boys that tried to attack him. The 50-year-old man punished them. But you see, for YouTube, that's too violent to put up. That these 2 young men were trying to hurt this older gentleman. And when he was able to defend himself, all of a sudden now, that becomes a problem. Okay? So, therefore, understand, there's a lot I want to share with you. If you're interested in working one-on-one, just let me know. And guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.